McQueen! Good day, folks. Greetings to everyone, including those of you who are Disney Docket fans and are seeing this for the first time. I'm world-renowned Turbo Tractor, host of the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show, and I'm excited to get this series off with a boom. Big thank you to Disney Docket for letting me take over the stage for a bit. Hope you enjoy, and if you want to see more content like this, the link to my channel will be down in the description. Also, welcome back to those of you long-term fans of the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show who are watching this here now, a place you're familiar with, I'm sure. During the course of the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show NASCAR Edition, we're going to have the privilege of hearing from the most exciting, engine-roaring, Piston Cup NASCAR racers out there, but also from some of their team members. So let's get this party started and welcome Mater to the stage! Woohoo, Turbo Tractor! This is sure exciting being over here on Disney Docket's channel. Well, it sure is, Mater. Hey, you know something? I was watching Disney Docket's review videos and I saw what I'm telling you is the coolest thing. I was in one of his reviews. I could hardly believe it when I saw it. I kid you not, on January 24th of 2021, I was included in a Disney Docket review. Can you believe it? Wait, hold on, Mater. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. You were in a review? A review of what? Well, a review of me, silly. Wait, don't tell me you don't know by now. Know what? Oh, so you don't know. Would you mind cluing me in? Well, see, some cars don't realize it, and no offense, but you apparently didn't. But anyway, all we are is a bunch of small 1/55th scale die-cast cars, and we're not really even alive because there's some creature called a human that moves us around with their hands and makes it sound like we're talking, and controls our every move. In fact, there are multiple versions of us, made by a manufacturing company called Mattel. And then, some of those creatures, called humans, remember I mentioned earlier, like Disney Docket for an example, buy us and make reviews of us and add us to their collection. Wait, hold on. You mean all we are is just a bunch of metal toy cars, and you said these creatures called humans buy us and collect us and review us? Yup. Well, that's disturbing if it's true, but I'm not sure I believe you. Okay, I admit it, I was just messing with you. All that stuff I said was just a bunch of nonsense I made up on the way here to get a reaction from you. Phew, thank goodness. Well, now that that's cleared up, let's get on with the interview. Well, I have to say, you look very good in that NASCAR paint with the Rust-eze design. Way to show the team spirit for McQueen. Well, shoot, I never had to get a fancy paint job to be McQueen's crew chief at races before, but this time he said I had to. Wait, McQueen said you had to get a paint job? Sure did. Well, why's that if you've never had to before? Well, there was a bit of an incident. An incident? Well, we all love to hear about incidents. What kind of incident could have made McQueen force you to get a paint job? Well, here's what happened. It was our first day getting ready for a NASCAR race, and the race was about to begin. I was just sitting down in the pits, minding my own business, about to do some crew chiefing for McQueen. But apparently, some clowny security guards there didn't think I looked like I was part of McQueen's team. And who knows why they would get that idea, but anyway, I drive out of McQueen's pit to go get a soda, and some guards see me and they say, "Hey, what do you think you're doing in McQueen's pits?" And I say, "What do you think, silly? I'm his crew chief." And then one of them says, "Oh, so we've got ourselves a smart aleck." And I say, "Well, first of all, my name's Mater, not Alec, but I appreciate you calling me smart because most cars don't." And so just when I thought everything was taken care of, they said, "Return that headset to McQueen's pits and leave, or we'll report you for trespassing." I was shocked beyond belief. They didn't believe me that I was McQueen's crew chief. But I said, "Somehow you've made a mistake because I am McQueen's crew chief and I was just getting some soda." And then one says, some buck-toothed rusty truck is gonna claim he's McQueen's crew chief. Likely story. And then I say, "I don't know your matter, fellas, but I'm telling the truth. I am McQueen's crew chief." So then they say, "Look, buddy, you can make this hard on yourself or you can make it easy." Then I say, "Okay, good idea. I'm just gonna make it easy, so go back to your job and I'll just go get a soda like I was starting out to do." So I start driving away, a bit confused while these guys were talking to me about that, and I'm just trying to forget and go get a soda, but then one of them yells, "After him!" And before I know it, they're chasing me. Well, what happened? Aren't you going to tell us? You remember, you was there too. What? No, I wasn't. I'm just kidding. That's something I say to McQueen sometimes. Oh, okay. We will be right back after this message.
Hi race fans, I'm Lightning McQueen, number 95, and I'm proudly sponsored by Rust-eze medicated bumper ointment, which has been recommended for decades as the best way to fix a rusty bumper and make it shine once again. Our specialized rear end formula works on any car and will quickly resolve any rust issue by removing all signs of oxidation. And what's left is a gleaming bumper. Try Rust-eze today, and if you don't see results in a week, get your money back. Remember, nothing soothes a rusty bumper like Rust-eze. Order your Rust-eze today at rust-eze.com or talk to a specialist to learn more.
We now return to the Turbo Tuesday talk show. Oh, but I've got to know, what did happen after they started chasing you? Oh, well, they were just chasing me for a while, and I had no idea why. But at one point, I heard one say, "We've got a bit of trouble. Some punk tow truck. His description is male, rusty, and bucktooth, and he's been caught poking around in McQueen's pits." And they, of course, got my physical description way off. But they just kept chasing me, and then soon I saw more security guards coming from up front trying to block me off. So I had to think quick. I threw my towing cable up at the top of one of the fences and just hung up there for a while where the guards couldn't reach me. Then once the race was over, McQueen comes over and says, "Hey Mater, is that you up there?" And I say, "Yes, McQueen." And he says, "Well, I've been looking for you all over. What have you been doing up there?" And I say, "Well, these fellas have been chasing me and saying I wasn't your crew chief." And he says, "Oh, well listen fellas, this is Mater here, and he is my crew chief. Sorry for the confusion." And one of them says, "What, really? We thought he was just some jerk who went poking around in your pits and stole a headset. We'd recommend you have him get a team member paint job so it's clear he's part of your team." And so that's why McQueen said you had to get a paint job, so there was no confusion whether you're part of his pit crew or not. Yep, still doesn't make sense why those guys didn't think I was part of McQueen's pit crew just because I was rusty and had buck teeth or whatever. But anyway, Ramon painted me up like this. And it's been a while since I had a paint job. Sometimes it feels a bit itchy. Itchy? Yeah, itchy. They also gave me a new hood, but I sneezed so hard it went flying off who knows where. I think I must be allergic to hoods or something. That's not so good. Not sure what to tell you there. I hate to cut you short, Mater, but we have run out of time today. Thank you so much for joining us, and is there anything you'd like to say before we close? Well, thank you, Turbo Tractor. It sure has been fun, and what I'd like to say, everyone, is I will be back. Yes, I will. Sometime, hopefully. Well, that's all for today, everyone. Tune in next Tuesday for another episode of the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show, NASCAR Edition.